好，同学，我们要继续下一个小时的课程。好，那我们主要是要来看 code。那 code 是在网页上都会有的哈。那这个是 Basic Text Classification，可以吗？好，let's start the class of this hour. Okay, we will review some codes. The first one is Basic Text Classification. You can find it in our class website, and there are several buttons right here, right? Including view on TensorFlow.org or run in the Colab. And basically, I run it in my Colab so that we can execute it. Okay. Basically, it shows how to do text classification by using TensorFlow. So that's it. Okay. So right here, in this specific code, okay, it's trying to do sentiment analysis. So basically, it looks like this. Okay, we have a lot of different sentence, and we fit it into a model. The model will output only one value. Okay, the value is between 1 and 0. Oh, sorry. It has a positive or negative. Okay, it is a so it is a classifier. The output is either positive or negative based on the text over review. So that is a review. Okay, that is a review of movie. Okay, so that is of course there are several different training data. There are several training data and testing data. So here it downloads the dataset from the internet. Okay, several different files has been included in this dataset. Okay, so here is one of the example shows that, okay, blah blah blah, the write this film, there are several different comments. So those sentences will be fit into the classifier model, and we do sentimental classification. So basically we have told text dataset from directory list utility previous week, right? So if you have a directory structure like this, you have class A, class B, and for each sentence or comment, you can put it in a text file, for example, right here. And then this text dataset from directory utility will directly help you to create a TFDS, which is TensorFlow dataset, which is more convenient for you to do the following pre-processing or training or testing. Okay, so basically, if you want to analyze your own text-based data, you can simply just put your text-based data in such kind of a structure, and just call text dataset from directory to create your own dataset. Okay, so as you can see that here, that is the function I mentioned before, text dataset from directory. Okay, and you have to specify which directory you want to use. Okay, and the batch size right here is 32. That means every time you fetch a data from this TFDS, the size there will be 32 comments will be fetched from the dataset. Okay, state 42, and the split is right here. So that means I would like to preserve 20% of the data in this directory for validation. and only 80% of data will be used as the training data set. So if the subset is training, that means only 80% of the data will be used for training. So this is the training data set. Okay, that is the training data set. And then let's go here. The usage of this TFDS is a little bit different from the data set we showed you before by using, for example, data frame. Okay, so basically, if you want a batch of the data, you simply just use take one. One means one batch of the data. So because your data is labeled, so here you have two returns from the take function. The first one is the text. The other is the label, which is the subdirectory in your the name of the subdirectory in your directory. Okay, so for example, this code simply just print the first three data point, which is the first three comments of the 32 comments, because as we mentioned before, the batch size is 32. So when you take one, it means you take 32 text from your TFDS, and in this case, it only print the first three. Okay, when you access the data, make sure you do such kind of things. Okay, here is the text and here is the label. Okay, you have to use a NumPy and use the index I to print all this data. Okay, so we have three different data, right? The first one is here is the common, and the label is 0, which means positive or negative. Okay, okay. So that is how you use TFDS. Okay. Here we because the internal label of TFDS is either is from 0 or 1. Okay, so basically the name is right here. Okay, you can simply use your own name, but actually 0 and 1 is good enough. Okay. So here it has another so here is another files which contain all the testing data, all the